Well, Graham, you made 4 changes at half-time, and they certainly worked for you.
Well, if I was allowed 11, I would have probably done 11, to be honest. I didn't think we were ourselves today. We didn't perform anywhere near the standards that we've set, anywhere near our expectations. And to be fair, I think we got out with one today. We didn't perform well enough. I don't think to win a game of football. So look, we come away with a point. So we were dead and buried. We were flat. There was no energy about us. I didn't like what I seen in the first half, and we had a tremendous following behind the goal. And we give them very little to cheer about. But look at the character and the resilience, like I keep saying about this group of boys. They dig themselves out, and hats off to them. Fair play to them. They know their standards are far higher than what we produced today.
I imagine that the paint in the dressing room wall was hanging off at half time. Was it when you finished?
No, it wasn't. I'm not like that. I've calmed down an awful lot in my old age. But look, I wasn't happy, and the boys done most of it at half time. They do most of the talking because they're educated, they're experienced boys, and they knew they didn't need me to tear any paint off the walls. They knew that themselves. They knew it wasn't good. They knew we were flat. We just lacked energy. We just looked as if we'd had 2 or 3 games back to back, and it's a tough period for us, and we got to go again. These lads are fit. They're young, they're fit, they're healthy. So we regroup, we refuel, we relax, and then we go again on Tuesday.
Cameron Norman enjoyed his goal on his return.
Yeah, Cam's a top quality lad. He's a great character, great lad to have around the place. To be fair, and he's put in a strong second half performance, which we were wanting, which we were asking. But even Cam, normally energetic up and down that line. I just didn't see the energy from any of our players in the first half. We were very flat, and I suppose the last couple of months maybe have taken its toll. But I just said to them in there, we can't keep performing like that. You can't perform like that once or twice a season. But lucky, we got away with it. To be fair, with a draw. And if we had got the basics right near the end, we could have went and won it. We had umpteen chances to break, to counter, and we were sloppy in our final ball. And I think we had 3 or 4v1 at one stage, whereby we should have maybe gone and executed that passage of play a lot better than we did.
Yeah, I mean, you took the question away from me there by saying that.
I knew you were going to ask it.
Yeah, exactly. Because Fran Zanzala looked really disappointed at the end because it was one pass that might have put Bogle in.
I think, you know, I've just gone into the dressing room and I'm having to pick a group of boys up. I'm having to pick them up and I'm having to tell them well done, because each and every one of them are disappointed in that change room that they've not actually won the game. And that tells us how far they've come. That tells us the expectations and the standards in that changing room. They're a tremendous bunch of boys, and they know themselves when they don't perform. They don't need me to tell them. And they were all disappointed in the changing room at the end. They were kicking themselves. They felt they could have won it. But like I said to them, I don't think you can play like that for 45 minutes and expect to win a game of football in the first half. So as you quite rightly said at the start, a game of 2 halves.
1 defeat in 9 now. You're edging away, aren't you, from the danger area?
I never knew I was in a danger area.
Okay.
Honestly,
you're making progress. That's what I mean.
I have to be honest, and I'll be straight with you. Since I've come in, all I've heard and all I've read was relegation, was scraps, was this, was that, and all the negativity. We don't speak like that in the change room. We're an honest, hard-working group of boys. We never once look over our shoulder. We always look above. We always try and catch what's above. We always try and set targets. We never look back. We always look forward, and the negativity and the wordings that gets banded about, they don't get banded about in our change room. We're a strong dressing room. We stick together, and we know where we want to be. We know where we want to go. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever way you want to put it, I came in at the end of October. The end of October. I would have loved to have this group of boys from the start of the season. I would have loved to do that. But yeah, we're trying to build, we're trying to grow, and we ain't looking anywhere other than what we can catch and progress, and that's going forward.
It was a bit like the Crawley game, I think, in January, where it looked a bit leggy where you don't normally.
Yeah, spot on there, Chris. We were leggy. we looked tired. We were ambling around. We were second to balls. We didn't win first contacts. We didn't pick up enough second balls. We just couldn't get near the three of our lads in midfield. We just couldn't get near their tree. We were giving so many fouls away, and they were indicators in the first half. So yeah, we had to shake it up. The Crawley game, I can't remember, it was that long back. Yeah, but so I suppose twice in 2-3 months, I got to cut the lads a little bit of slack as well, to be fair. But I am very demanding, and the lads know I'm ultra competitive, and I'm very demanding, and they know they need to be better. They know they need to improve as well.
Joe alluded to yesterday, though, that the bench always, especially in these periods, they need to have a big role as well, don't they?
Yeah, we don't have the biggest of squads, as we know, 18, 19 players. Obviously we've one or two little bumps and bruises that we're trying to patch up and get ready. But yeah, the bench has been strong for us the last couple of games. The lads have come off the bench and put in strong performances for us. And if the truth be known, have helped us to gather or to accumulate, 8 points from 12. So the bench has helped us gather them 8 points from 12, to be fair to them.
It's a tricky turnaround to a very long trip, isn't it? On Tuesday, do you have to? We're 15 minutes after finals, but in terms of freshening up the side, is that something you and Joe have to really consider now?
Well, you probably know me long enough by now. We'll take tonight. We'll assess the game today. We'll have a look at it in the morning, and I'll come in Monday morning. I'll have a look at what we've got. I'll have a look at who's up, who's ready, and who's raring to go. And I suppose it's picking from what we've got, really, injury-wise and legs-wise, energy-wise. I suppose it might be if you're fresh, you play. If you've got energy, you play. So it might be one of them. But like I say, I'll just have to assess them on Monday morning. I'll digest this evening, and in the morning I'll try and get my head out of football for an hour or two tomorrow, and then assess what we've got on Monday morning and see where we are from there.
Like a real hungry Hartlepool side. They are at the bottom, obviously, and it'll be a battle, right?
Yeah, look, I think all League Two games are first and foremost, you have to win the right to play. You have to battle, and the majority of the League Two games are a battle. I wouldn't expect anything other than a battle and a hard-fought game. It's a long way to go, but look, we've got a good bunch of lads who they enjoy actually being together. They enjoy each other's company. So I don't worry too much about long trips, and because the lads are really good together. So yeah, look, it's not ideal. They're going up midweek. Obviously the game was called off. The original fixture was called off. It is what it is. It's I'd much rather be playing games than on the training ground if I was a player. So I'm sure them lads will tell you the same.
You said about you're always looking up. Does it whet your appetite already for when you can have this bunch of lads for a full season?
Well, look, you know football as well as I do. You know, how long do you get in football? You're judged on results and things like that. I'd love to, and I wish, and I hope, and I'm praying that I am here for the start of the season. But I've learned. I'm long enough in the game. I've learned not to count me chickens, because you just never know in football. But yeah, I'd love to, and I can't wait to get going with them from the off. To be fair, from the start of the season, because they're a tremendous bunch of lads. I keep saying this. I've probably broken down record. I just enjoy going into work with them every single day. They're brilliant. The community, the crowd that turned out today. I just really enjoying working at the football club with a special bunch of boys.
As I say, because there obviously is, there looks like there's a long potential there. If you can get that full pre-season with them as well. Yeah,
spot on. I think the average age is quite low in League Two terms. We've got a lot of young lads who have got real potential and who can really push themselves on to bigger and better things in their football careers, not only at Newport but in their own personal careers. And I'm hoping we can help them along the way and be a part of that journey.
I mean, you've done a tremendous job already, haven't you, since you've come in with the results. I mean, what do you put the turnaround in the squad results to?
Players. If you've got good players, you've got a chance. And I've got a real good bunch of boys. And I keep saying that the lads will tell you, the local lads will tell you. I speak really highly of them. So you're snookered if you haven't got good players, and I believe we've got good players. They've just lost their way. They just lacked a little bit of confidence. They lacked a little bit of belief. They didn't have that resilience. They didn't have that character. Probably, I don't like saying it, but probably pre-Graham Coughlan, we would have lost that game today. We would have lost quite a few games that we've taken part in. So it's just about restoring confidence and belief, and the leadership in the dressing room is really, really good. And any manager would say the same. You can't do anything without good players.